Conservatism. Conservatism, as the name suggests, aims to preserve traditional values in Western culture. Conservatives typically advocate for the nuclear family, established religion, the military, and property ownership. Liberalism. Liberalism is frequently identified as the dominant ideology in modern history. It generally emphasizes that each individual has inherent rights, that governments must derive legitimacy from the consent of their citizens, and that everyone should be treated equally under the law. It also advocates for free markets, elections involving multiple political parties, the separation of powers within government branches, the separation of religion from the state, a set of foundational values enshrined in the Constitution, privacy protections, and freedoms of speech, the press, assembly, and religion. Moderatism. Moderatism prefers to remain within what is called the Overton window, which refers to the spectrum of policies deemed politically acceptable to the mainstream population. In many instances, moderates are indifferent to politics, meaning they do not actively engage, but they may have a basic understanding of political topics. Capitalism. Capitalism is an economic model centered on private ownership of production means and their operation for profit. The core elements of capitalism include private property, voluntary exchange, competition, division of labor, and cooperative social systems. Socialism. There are numerous forms of socialism, making it a broad and varied concept. Traditionally, socialism is defined by worker ownership of production, emphasizing democratic workplace management and collective governance. In its modern iterations, socialism promotes workers' self-management, high taxation for the wealthy, and the nationalization of critical industries. A foundational principle of socialism is social ownership, syndicalism. Syndicalism is a branch of socialism that believes in unionizing the workforce, forming local decentralized worker organizations known as syndicates, and advancing labor demands through strikes and direct action. It proposes that a socialist society should be achieved through these methods. Once a post-capitalist society is established, a congress or commune of syndicates would govern different sectors of the economy. Corporatism. Corporatism advocates for organizing society into sectors based on employment fields, such as agriculture, military, and engineering, with individuals assigned roles according to their interests and skills. It supports a cooperative regulatory system where workers, employers, and the government negotiate to optimize economic efficiency and theoretically satisfy all parties involved. Libertarianism. Libertarianism upholds liberty as its central tenet and strives to maximize individual autonomy and political freedom. It favors a minimal government and adheres to liberal principles such as equality before the law and the fundamental rights to life, liberty, and property. Separatism. Separatism, often referred to as secessionism, seeks to establish a new nation, sovereign state, or government independent from an existing one. Communism. Communism revolves around the collective ownership of the means of production, distribution, and exchange, with resources allocated to individuals based on their needs. In a communist society, private property, social classes, money, and the state are eliminated. Feminism. Feminism aims to define and establish the equality of the sexes across political, economic, personal, and social domains. It challenges male-centric perspectives and addresses gender injustices by combating stereotypes and enhancing educational and career opportunities for women. Anarchism. Anarchism is an ideology that advocates for a society without rulers or institutionalized authority, focusing on individual freedom. It supports replacing the state with voluntary and cooperative associations. Environmentalism. Environmentalism, sometimes known as green politics, encompasses a range of ideologies centered on prioritizing the environment in public policy decisions such as increasing recycling, reducing carbon emissions, and combating water pollution. Populism. Populism centers on appealing to the general population's interests, asserting that the desires of the majority should guide policy. It often positions itself against the elite and establishment, lacking a strict political affiliation. Republicanism. Republicanism is an ideology rooted in the idea of a government system that is non-hereditary and in opposition to monarchy. It places political power in the hands of citizens within a republic framework. Progressivism. Progressivism rejects the sanctity of heritage from the past, prioritizing societal advancement and reform. It is fundamentally the antithesis of conservatism. Imperialism. Imperialism traditionally advocates for a nation to expand its influence or power through military actions. Though its popularity has waned, it defends itself by claiming that colonized nations benefit from the resources and opportunities provided by their colonizers. Egalitarianism. Egalitarianism is a school of thought advocating for social equality, ensuring all individuals have equal rights and legal treatment. Transhumanism. Transhumanism argues for the enhancement of human capabilities through technology, aiming to overcome fundamental and advanced challenges, ultimately seeking immortality and superior mental and physical abilities. Communitarianism. Communitarianism emphasizes the importance of community as the primary social unit. It critiques the binary division of left and right politics, promoting policies that balance individual and collective interests for communal well-being. Authoritarianism. Authoritarianism describes a form of governance characterized by centralized power, demanding strict compliance with authority and often curtailing political and civil freedoms. Classic monarchies are common examples. Fascism. Fascism advocates for unity under a common banner, whether national, military, or ideological. It is authoritarian, centralizing power in a single ruler or government, and rejects multi-party elections. Fascism emphasizes nationalism and militarism while suppressing dissent through coercion. Nazism. Nazism, a variant of fascism, is rooted in racist ideology, claiming Aryan racial superiority and advocating for eugenics to enhance humanity. It categorizes non-Aryans as subhuman and justifies their persecution. If you guys want more content like this, you can subscribe to the channel and like the video. Thanks for the support.